don't react to other people's reactions. And so what I mean by that is a lot of times we allow other people to control us and we don't even realize that it's going on. So for example, today I was driving my nephew to the bus stop and I was on the back road, and a lot of times, especially this time of year, deer are running, there's a lot of wildlife out and about. So it's kind of a dangerous, curvy, hilly road with things that come up on you rather quickly. Animals, other cars being on your side of the street. So it's a road you want to pay attention on. And so the speed limit on that road is 40. And this morning I was averaging 40, 45. And this person was driving very closely to me. They were on my butt, basically. And so they were giving me very, I could feel them making me anxious because they were driving entirely too close to me. And all I could think was, if I have to react and respond quickly and slam on my brakes, they're going to hit me. And so I caught myself speeding up. Even though I was driving the speed limit, I was driving the way that I thought I should be driving to stay safe. I have JJ in the car, I'm trying to not only keep myself safe, but keep him safe. And so this person that I don't even know rolls up on me, and they're in a bigger hurry than I am. And I started to allow them, the way they were acting, to control the way that I was reacting. And I started to speed up, and then I caught myself. And I thought, no. And they're the ones with the problem. I have no problem. And so I reduced my speed and continued to go between 40 and 45 mile per hour. And when I did that, I realized that I took my power back. Because what had happened when they started to get too close to me and make me uncomfortable, they made me start to respond in a way that I was going to make them comfortable. And I started to do something that was actually making me uncomfortable. Therefore, I gave my power to them. And all the while, they're just driving back there in a hurry for whatever reason, not really realizing that I'm thinking all this stuff. But this situation made me think about life in general and how many times we give our power to people, and it takes me back to that saying that I just really have kept a hold of for a really long time, and that is so important for us to not be controlled by our emotions. And as Christians, as spirit-filled people, how important it is to be spirit-led. And the best way to describe that is something that I've used time and time again, and I will continue to use because it is just so good and it makes so much sense, is that we are the thermostat, not the thermometer. We do not adjust to the temperature in the room. That's what a thermometer does. If you have a fever and you stick a thermometer in your mouth, that thermometer is going to gauge what your temperature is. If you have a thermometer outside, it's not going to tell you the temperature that you want to see. It is going to gauge the actual temperature. And you cannot you can't change that temperature unless, of course, you would bring out a fan or an air conditioner and stuff, as to where a thermostat, you have the control to adjust the temperature. If you're feeling too hot, you can turn the heat down and cool off. You can turn the air conditioner on. If you're cold, you can turn the heat on. So you have the ability, when you're a thermostat, to adjust. And so instead of giving your power away and just falling into the temperature in the room or the temperature that's going on, your emotions, your attitude, giving people control over you, giving away your power, become a thermostat. Stay a thermostat. If you don't like that temperature, if you don't like what people are doing, don't let it change who you are. Keep your peace. Just roll with what you're doing. Do not allow people to control you. If they don't like it, like I said, that's on them. That person could have passed me, but no, they chose to stay behind me. So guess what? If you're going to choose to stay behind me, then you're following me. And I'm not going to change up who I am to make you comfortable. by making myself uncomfortable. No, I'm going to keep flowing with what I'm comfortable with. I'm going to keep my power. I'm going to keep my peace. I'm not going to operate by emotions. I'm going to stay who I am. And it is so important to remember that our peace equals power. The moment that we give our peace away, we lose our power, because then comes in chaos and confusion, and other things are controlling us. If we keep our peace, if we stay true to ourselves, that to truly walk in the Spirit of the Lord is to walk in freedom, because it says where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. And that is true, because when we operate in our emotions and we allow other people to control us, and we become weak and lose our peace, then we're not being Spirit-led, and we're definitely not walking in freedom. We're being controlled. We're carrying on bondage. We're sick. We're tired. We're exhausted. We're mad. We're sad. We're up. We're down. We're totally out of control. And so to be in control is to maintain our peace, and to not let other people control us, and to not give other people our power. And to be Spirit-led means to walk in total freedom. And I don't know about you, but I am so tired of people putting expectations on me just to make them comfortable. I'm tired of making people comfortable and me being uncomfortable all the time. I want to be Spirit-led, and I want to walk in the freedom of Jesus Christ, no matter who gets uncomfortable about that. And so I'm after my freedom. I want to be consistent. I don't want to be controlled by other people. I don't want to be controlled by my emotions. I want to keep God's peace no matter what happens to me, no matter what circumstances. And that means taking control. You know, if you can't hang out with certain people anymore because they're bringing the worst out in you, or you don't want to hear certain nonsense, shut it down. Say, I'm sorry, but I don't want to hear this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. This is not bringing anything good to my life. We have that power. And when we choose not to use our voice to speak up for what's right for us, then we lose our power, and we give control to other people over our life. When we just take it, when we just turn the cheek, when we just allow it to go on even though we don't agree with it, we have lost control of our lives, and we have lost our voice, and we have lost power. Well, I don't want to lose my voice. I don't want to lose the voice that God has given me. And I refuse to lose my freedom and my peace. And so today I wanted to share that with you. I just think it's so cool when God uses life to teach me something. And, you know, someone was riding my butt, and I used to have extreme road rage. So this was a really good moment for me, a good release for me, and definitely a better perspective on things. So don't give your power to someone else today. Keep your peace. Do not be controlled by your emotions, and walk in true freedom. You deserve it today. You're not meant to be all bound up, anxious and depressed and stressed out. You're too blessed to be stressed. Where I just listened to this video, I want to say this real quick before I get off here, because I think it's super cool. A guy said that, and the scientists studied the brain, and the same part of our brain that is anxiety is also gratitude. So therefore, it says in the Bible, do not be anxious about anything, but we are to continuously praise the Lord. We can't be grateful if we're anxious. The two cannot coexist. So get rid of the anxiety today, and the way to do that is to start praising the Lord. Stop looking at everything that is wrong, and start thanking Him today for what is right and all the goodness. He woke us up this morning. That's enough to be grateful for right now, because I promise you, life is so short, and it's so scary how quickly it can be taken away from us. Spend your time today being grateful for what the Lord has done for you. Stop focusing on the things that are wrong and start focusing on the things that are right today. You have the power. God bless.